Hey everybody, I just want to do a shot this morning of what we woke up to in Carroll County, New Hampshire. This is Wakefield, but it's the county, right? Carroll County, to give you an idea. But I don't know if you can see all the ice on the trees. We keep getting these like, I don't know, inch, 2-inch storms. And this one here ended as rain until like 5 this morning. And now it's warming up, which I'm glad it is, because I think if it didn't warm up we would have seen more damage. I had to go out and sand my dirt roads this morning because they had just built up overnight. I checked on them at like 11. It seemed like they were going to be pretty good, but like I said, you can see the shine. Everything's melting off, so I'm trying to clean up the yard. This morning I wish I would have brought the camera, but I got up, I got a phone call from somebody that was trying to get out, and I got going from that point. And just the way my day started wasn't good. I came out, I'm gonna get all these machines up and cleaned up. Like I said, this a little bit of snow is from 3 different storms. It's just I've never had such a mess in my backyard as I do right now. It's mud. Nothing's really frozen, but I started my day. First time I've ever had that happen. But that's going to be the project for today. Welding that back up. This is the tractor I pretty much load the sand in the sander with. I've always used, pretty much since this was bought new, I've always loaded the trucks. This is almost like a perfect fit, and it fits in one of my lean-tos over there. So, again, we ain't been getting big storms, so I haven't even used that truck the last 2 storms. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get everything dug out. They're talking, I think mid to high 40s today. So I know this back dirt parking lot is probably going to be a crap show, to put it bluntly. So we're going to get everything cleaned up and get it so water can run where it belongs. I may go out and break a few holes in the banks on the roads too, on the camp road, so that the water just don't set in the road. But like I said, I figured I'd do a shot this morning. I'll get a little closer because I want to make sure you can see the ice build up on these trees. And it's getting warm enough now, just about freezing, so everything's dripping off. But that's a good shot. I believe you can probably see. Even to get out of my driveway this morning, I had the sand, and I'm probably gonna get some phone calls today on other camp roads. That a lot of camp roads up here, people that live out there year round, they're retired, they end up plowing them themselves, but when they gotta get sanded, they normally call me. So I'm waiting for phone calls to start coming in. All it's gonna take is someone in a little car that slides off. There was accidents everywhere after I looked at my phone this morning. Last night, all over New Hampshire, people I don't know if they forget how to drive in it or what. But I just figured I'd do a shot from where we're at now, and then I gotta clean my garage out because I've been doing wood projects, and there's all kinds of sawdust in there and wood chips before I weld on that. So we're gonna clean up everything and we'll get to that. I'm gonna take a quick shot of that before I clean it all up. Never had one do that in all the years. I've been in this business since 99, but I've had tractors since they're, I don't know, probably 94, 95. I've never had but this tractor, even though it's my one of the smaller ones, everybody uses this for everything. So there must have been a stress crack there that I didn't catch or something. This is what we load the sander with. So I went in, curled a big bucket of sand. When I went to back up, I heard bang. And then what's funny, it was the last bucket of sand I needed, so I just drove it over to the truck. It dumped in. It just fell down. If you look, the pin still bolted in. It just kind of popped out. Nothing looks bent. I'm just going to take the pin out, clean all the grease off, grind it both sides. Ain't gonna hurt to protect that sticker a little bit. Alright, I got that sticker protected. I put those on new when I painted this a couple years ago, and it's in pretty good shape. And I'm probably just gonna spray bomb that. But like I said, Well, I want to get that pin so it comes in and out. I want to put that together with the pin in it. Grab a couple wrenches. Like I said, in all the years I've had equipment, I have fixed bigger tractors for people over the years that had cracks in them. I've never seen one break off like this, but like big, I think I did a John Deere years ago, and I've done a Cat backhoe. Like I said, I kind of want to have this lined up with the pin in it. I don't know if you can see that, but this first, probably, I'm going to say 3/4 to an inch, had a little bit of rust showing, so I think that's been cracked there, and I just finished off this morning when I reefed on it. But I'm pretty confident that I can get that. I'm going to tack it, and I'll probably weld this hole outside. When I weld a pin like that, if there's a pin involved, I normally just leave the pin in. And if it's rolling like that, it's normally in line pretty good. So that's the reason I did that. I want to find that. Once I get this front welded, cleaned up, I'll take that pin out, I'll weld that other side. I'm going to put a pretty good width of weld right here, because it's right on that, what I call the washer part of it. So I'm going to fill that. There's nothing going to hurt like giving that a good heavy roll. A little closer look. I made multiple passes. Biggest thing is you want to make sure that pin's turning freely. That crack I followed all the way down through. Like I said, I'm not too afraid of people saying something about my weld. I know when I weld something, it doesn't break again. A lot of guys are afraid to do welding on YouTube because they're like, oh, people beat you up. I really don't care. You're a welder for a living, good for you. You know what I mean? All I know is I don't believe I've ever welded anything, exhaust, heavy equipment, any type of machinery where my welds broke. I ain't too worried about it. People beat me up, they beat me up. I gotta clean up the inside of that a little bit. should be able to weld that inside. I may have to touch it a little bit with a grinder, but there's some pretty good room in there for that cylinder, so I'm not too worried about it. It ain't like it's gonna bind up if I leave a bead of weld there. I would have liked to have welded around that a little bit more on the bottom, but I do want to be able to put that bolt in after, and I don't really want to have to re-drill it and all that. I don't think it's going anywhere anyways. Yeah, we'll see in there. Then that's gonna do it. Just using the square edge of that disc. Don't know if this will work or be close enough, but it's better than gray primer, I guess. I think I can live with that. I don't know if I want to start that tractor, move that cylinder, or just try to jack the bucket up. Maybe. Let's get too much. Beautiful. Good enough. Like I said, I'm going to leave that weld right on there. I'm not going to grind it so it looks pretty because I want that to be rugged. But that's pretty much a quick fix this morning. And like I said, I believe I'm going to be getting calls to do more sanding today, so that works. I'm happy with that. And on the inside, I left the same thing. I left the bead there because that's got plenty of movement. I'm going to call that video. I just figured I'd do a short video this morning. How my day starts sometimes at 5 o'clock in the morning. You get a call. My son-in-law leaves early. He's a truck driver, but he leaves early, and he said, hey, no one's going to get up over the hill. So I got up. And normally when you're filling a sander, it's normally between like 2 in the morning, 5:30. This broke on the last bucket I was putting in on the second load. So pretty happy. I mean, it could have, if it would have started that way, it would have been bad because I'm far enough into my sand shed. The only thing that's got a bucket on is my BX, which isn't high enough, and my loader, which won't go in because of the cab. So this is the only thing that fits in that sand shed, so I had to fix it fairly quick. But again, I'm going to say again, please like and subscribe. Just hitting that like button, even if you don't want to subscribe to me, hitting that like button really helps out a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel. We'll let it warm up a little bit and then we'll come out. Other than that, it's just nuisance storms. And thanks for watching.